Hi there, Mary here. I'm a registered nurse with Inner City Family Health Team, and this video is about cloth masks. In it, we will discuss what they do, where to use them, who should be using a cloth mask and who should not, how to apply it, wear it safely and remove it, as well as how to store your cloth mask and clean it. So let's get started. So first off, cloth masks provide some containment of our own respiratory particles. Respiratory particles are anything that come out of the mouth through coughing, sneezing, laughing, talking excitedly, and respiratory particles are the main route of transmission of the COVID-19 virus. So in some environments, it's difficult to observe the ideal social distancing measures of 2 meters or 6 feet apart. In these situations, a cloth mask provides containment of our own respiratory particles. It's limited, but some, and the research is not conclusive at this time. However, there has been some benefit noted. So it provides containment of some of our own particles as well. The outside of the mask may prevent some environmental particles from entering our respiratory tract. So while it's not a catch-all, a cloth mask combined with social distancing being the most ideal scenario, they do offer benefit. What environments would you consider wearing a cloth mask? Any setting where you're not able to observe the recommended social distancing. So that would be your grocery store, your bank, post office, pharmacy, public transit if you live in a building with an elevator or narrow corridors. These would all be settings that would be appropriate for using a cloth mask. Who should be wearing cloth masks? Well, anybody who's in those settings just mentioned might consider using a mask, and who should not be using a mask. So anybody who's having active difficulty breathing, cloth mask is probably not going to do them much good, and could offer more harm than benefit. Anyone who gets claustrophobic or has high levels of anxiety, active levels of anxiety, probably not going to do them good service. Folks that are not able to remove, apply, maintain a mask without assistance likely would not benefit from using a cloth mask, and little ones under the age of 2 should not be masked. So now to applying our cloth mask. We'll need our mask, more on that in a moment. We'll need hand sanitizer with over 70% alcohol content, which is known to kill viral and bacteria material. We'll need 2 Ziploc bags, one labeled clean, the next one labeled used, as well as paper towel, which you will see very shortly why the paper towel. So we start with hand hygiene. That's the first step. When you go to apply your mask, first you've got to wash your hands. Time is important, one of the most important measures with hand washing. To be effective, we need at least 20 seconds of hand cleansing and to cover all surfaces of the hands. I will show you how I do it. Most people recommend using a song like Happy Birthday, repeating that twice to know that they have observed the recommended amount of time. My experience, most people sing quickly, especially if they feel stressed, like they gotta go. One of the best things you can do probably is to do a trial run, set your timer for 20 seconds and see how long it actually takes to wash your hands for 20 seconds, and remind yourself of that frequently. It's a time to take a deep breath and take your time, because this is the most critical method of keeping your body healthy from taking in viral particles as well as transmitting them if we are carrying the virus. So hand hygiene, hand washing first. apply enough hand sanitizer to make a lather, rub your palms together, and then get the surface of the hand interlacing the fingers, the creases in between the fingers. Nice. Then grasping the inner knuckle lines with the tips of the fingers and rubbing back and forth just to get those inner knuckle creases. Next are thumbs, so working the opposite hand over the base of the thumb, outside of the thumb. Nice. And finally, fingernails. Group your fingernails together and then rub them in a circular motion around the palm. Second palm. And finally, just making sure you do a once over, finishing circling at the wrists, or if you're using soap and water, make sure you're rinsing your hands. With hand sanitizer, important to let it dry. With washing your hands with soap and water, obviously using a paper towel to effectively dry your hands before applying your mask. Next, you will get your mask in your bag. Pick it up by its ear loop. The mask should have 2 ear loops, an outer area and an inner area. This mask has a black material on the outside and a white cloth on the inside, so the white cloth should be facing your face. There is a triangle at the peak, which is perfect for fitting over your nose, and there is cloth lengthwise, which helps to cover your mouth and fits over your chin. To apply the mask, spread your fingers between the ear loops, put the mask over the nose and mouth, and then simply bring your fingers over your ears. Voila, you have your mask on. So mask is on and your face gets itchy, or it feels like the mask is out of place on your face. What do? Some things to consider. The outside of the mask may contain some viral particles or bacteria from your surrounding environment. As well, your hands may have come in contact with some material that you don't want near your face. So whenever possible, avoid adjusting your mask or touching your face, which is the main route of transmission for viral particles. If you must adjust your mask, you can wash your hands, make any adjustments focusing on the ear loops as the main source of moving the mask around so it's secured on your face the way you need it to. When you're finished with this, wash your hands again. You're good to go. Now, let's say you want to remove your mask, but it's just for short term, like you're on your lunch break and you want to remove the mask, but you'll put it on after lunch. What you got it, hand sanitizer, as well as paper towel. So find an area that's low traffic. There aren't a lot of people talking over this area, a surface area, or food being prepared, this kind of thing. And first, wash your hands. Then take your paper towel and lay down on that surface a paper towel landing for your mask. Next, bring your fingers inside the ear loops, spread your fingers, and move the mask away from your face. Place the front of the mask down on the surface of your paper towel, making sure that it is not coming in contact with the surface underneath. If you want, you can add a second paper towel covering the top of the mask, and you could write your name on it if you're in a group of people. You don't want to get your masks mixed up. If it is the end of the day, you've taken off your mask to store it before you wash it, you would complete the same procedure, wash your hands before using the ear loops to remove your mask, and then place it in the used Ziploc baggie, seal it up, and then hand washing, and then you're cool. This bag can go in your other bags, no problem, as long as it's nicely sealed and in good condition. So last but not least, how to care for your mask. It's recommended to wash your mask each day after use in the washing machine with warm soapy water, or put it in the dryer on high heat. This is a challenge for a lot of us. In this case, it can be useful to boil water on a stovetop, place the mask in the boiling water for 5 minutes, and then set it aside to air dry overnight in an area where there isn't a lot of activity. And then what I'm doing is, when I run laundry through, then I launder my masks whenever possible. So in the in-between, I'm boiling water. On laundry day, I run everything through the laundry. So I hope this video was helpful. Please feel free to send questions our way, comments. I look forward to seeing you soon, and stay well, stay healthy.